semifinal, and Toronto finds themselves currently third, Roddy, but this could be their moment, make or break on these backstroke events. They have Lisa Bratton out of lane number 8 with 3 wins on the season, Kylie Moss in lane number 7 with 2 wins. But if Beata Nilson finds herself winning this one again, that really hurts a team like Toronto that desperately needs to take advantage of an event like this.
I think you're right. It hurts Toronto, and it hurts Iron too, because Hosu is in here, the world record holder, and she hasn't shown us much. Just as we said that Morozov didn't do much for Tokyo the entire season, Hosu unfortunately hasn't done much for Iron. The greatest all-around swimmer, arguably in history, just hasn't been sharp here this season.
Lisa Bratton, Kylie Moss stepping onto the pool deck. Bratton has the fastest time in ISL 2020, and there's Katinka Hosu. Her best finish, believe it or not, in this 200 backstroke is 5th, so they will need the Iron Lady to get going early on.
And 5th really doesn't even put it in perspective. Her 5th place finish was like 2:06. Her world record's 1:59.2.
She's got 12 career ISL wins, but only 3 in ISL 2020. Can Katinka Hosu get Team Iron off to a good start?
Well, they definitely need her to, and this is a Cali strong event as well. They're very tough in this. A weakness for LA. Ali Duluth, Gasson's the best one as far as 10 finishing top 3. She's the only one, and she finished 3rd in match 10.
I tell you, Katinka Hosu looks a whole lot better, and the good news for her is she is right next to Beata Nilson in lane number 3. Granted, we're only 50 meters into a 200-meter race.
Well, she'll pull her out, no doubt. There's Beata Nilson, 3 from the left. Right next to her left is Hosu, so she'll pull her out. Hosu was 3rd at 28.8, looking much better here early on. Still a long way to go, but Nelson's looking great. And the 2 Toronto swimmers, obviously, Bratton and Moss are right there. They all went out in 59 plus. Beata Nilson 59.5. She's 59 flat there, so about a half a second faster than she went in her fastest time when she went 2:01.3.
And again, the difference, Roddy, at least early on in this match, is we saw Beryl Gastadello get the win. Caleb Dressel got the win, but the jackpot played a role as he hauled in 15 points. That was a big difference. And man, does Beata Nilson look like she has this race in command with 50 meters remaining. I'm not sure anybody's going to catch her.
I thought the 3rd 50 was where Moss and Bratton had to make something happen. And you know what? Beata Nilson was faster than both of them. She's 31.3, Moss was 31.4, but she's not making up any ground whatsoever.
Beata Nilson was 2nd to Emily Seebohm, but from that moment, she's rattled off 3 consecutive wins, about to make it 4 in a row. Is it gonna be another big jackpot? Beata Nilson gets the win in front of Moss, but it's 1st and 3rd, and it is a jackpot hauled in by Beata Nilson. 10 points.
Oh, it's just a fearless swim there by Beata Nilson. She knows what she's up against. To have the world record holder right next to you, even though she finished 6th, it's still a scary presence, right? And then she's got Moss and Bratton. Bratton comes in with the top time of the season. Flicking her, she's been right there. All of a sudden, she's going, no, I'm gonna go real deep on that turn right there, and nobody's gonna come close to me because I'm gonna take it out fast. I'm gonna go out in 59 flat, and then I'm gonna come home in 1:02.5. Better than anybody else. Her last 2 50s were faster than anybody else in the field.
Beata Nilson, 4th win in the 200 backstroke, and Cali out in front by 15 points. Back down to Mark.
Beata, that was a